Tira, lira, lira, in the spring, orioles and robins sweetly sing. Through the leafy branches you may hear, tira, lira, lira, ringing clear. Tira, lira, lira, in the spring, orioles and robins sweetly sing. Through the leafy branches you can hear, tira, lira, lira, ringing clear. Good morning, mistress and master. I wish you a happy day. Please to smell my garland, because it's the first day of May. A branch of May I have brought you, and at your door I stand. But it is but a sprout, but it's well budded out, the work of nature's hand. It's the first day of May, a brand new month. May. May comes but once a year, the dancing month, the sky light and high, the birch trees bursting. May is daisy time, and cowslip, and primrose, and harebell, and dancing anemones. Deep down in the meadow grass, they're all dancing with delight. Lily of the valley nodding, ringing her bells, the silver trunks lordly and slim, their branches and silvery twigs dancing too, to the tune of spring. Look very closely at this illustration. That little poem named a lot of different kinds of wildflowers that you will be able to see when you go on your meadow walks during this month of May. Do you see the little girls' skirts? What they're made from? Sweet little daffodils. I'm going to read the names of some of these flowers again so that maybe you can do some flower research if you have any wildflower books. But that might be a fun thing that we start to learn about for this very last month of school. Daisies, cowslip, primrose, harebell, anemone, lily of the valley, and I think that was all of them. But I'll show you the picture one more time. It's like they're having a beautiful spring wildflower party in the meadow. And if you go on walks lately in meadows or in forests, it does look like there is a party going on the ground because so many of the flowers, the wildflowers, are blooming. It is a special time for these wildflowers because once all the trees get their leaves, then the sunlight cannot trickle down onto the forest floor anymore, and those flowers don't get the sun that they need. So spring is really the only time you can see these very special flowers blooming. So if you have not been to a meadow lately, take a walk. There are lots of really beautiful flowers blooming. I'm noticing a lot of yellow flowers blooming. So welcome to May. May is here. Yesterday was the last day of the month of April, and now we are in a new month of May. May 1st is a special day called May Day. And it is a time, a long time ago, when everyone across the land would celebrate the coming of spring and all of the new birth and new life that was happening. And people would have beautiful celebrations with maypoles and beautiful garlands of flowers in their hair. Lots of singing and dancing and celebration of a new season, a new time of year when everything is coming back to life, waking up from its long winter sleep. And so traditionally, people would go to their neighbor's house and give them little gifts on their porch. And the fun part of this tradition was that they would go and they would knock on the door, leave the gift on the porch, and then run away before the neighbor had a chance to know who left such a kind gift. So it's really a day to think about how we can be kind to those around us, especially our neighbors. Let's do a couple of things with the calendar. There will be a new full moon coming up this month. So if we look at our moon calendar, I see that the new full moon is going to happen on May the 7th. And I think I mentioned maybe last week that this next full moon on May the 7th is called the flower moon. And I'm not quite sure why it's called the flower moon, but what we know about the pink moon that we learned about last month is that the pink moon was named for the pink flower called phlox that's blooming during that special time of the year. So let's all do a little bit of homework, a little bit of research, and figure out why is this next full moon on the 7th called the flower moon? And maybe there are some other names you might come across in your research about this next full moon, and if it has any kind of special name. The weather gnome does say that it is cloudy right now, but I think that later this afternoon it's going to be sunny for the first day of May, and I know that tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day, hopefully warm enough so you can get outside tomorrow evening and hear some of those crickets chirping to do some of our cricket temperature calculations. So today for May Day, we're going to be making something that you can put little gifts in. You will need your tin cans. You will need a hammer, a nail, and then some kind of ribbon or twine or pipe cleaner to make a handle. Now, these cans are going to be like a little bag that you will put something in. Now, what you put in there is up to you. I've been thinking about some ideas. I know that some of you, I talked to Nettie yesterday, and she and Chet were making these beautiful bead strands that could be made into anything. So that could be a fun gift that you put into your May Day basket, some kind of jewelry you make. I'm looking at this rock right here on my nature table. Wouldn't it be fun to paint a rock with like a funny face or a little animal and put that in your May Day basket? There are ways that you can make flowers out of tissue paper. That would be a fun gift. You can even go and pick a bouquet from around your yard. Fill this up with water and give your neighbor a nice bouquet of flowers. I will leave the gift giving up to you, but this is a way that you can deliver those gifts. So with your nail and with your hammer, you're going to hammer some holes into your can. Easier said than done. Mine is not working right now. I don't know if it's because I have a screw and not a nail. Not sure. But the point is that once you get your holes in your cans, then you can string your ribbon through to make a little handle for your can. I'm going to work on this for a few seconds and see if I can figure it out and get a hole in there and show you in just a minute. So I will be back. Okay, I actually couldn't make any holes in it. I think it might be because, I don't know, this is a really strong can or my nail isn't sharp enough or something. But let's pretend like you're also having a hard time getting a hole in your can. Another idea would just be to glue this with some hot glue onto the side, and that would be just as fine as if it had holes in it to make your little handle. But please do share with me some of your May Day ideas. I hope that you have fun delivering your gifts. It's always fun to give other people gifts and things, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see each other again on Monday. Bye-bye.